Hi guys, JT here, and today I'm bringing you some information on the Humble Bundle, one special bundle, the Legacy of Adult Swim Games bundle of September 2024. To help you answer the question, should you buy it? By using the link provided in the description below, not only will you gain access to this bundle, but you'll have the opportunity to support this channel. Your support will mean the world to me, and I genuinely appreciate it. Anyway, let's get into this. At number 1 we have Samurai Jack Battle Through Time, a delightful action-adventure game that captures the essence of the beloved animated series. You step back into the shoes of Jack, the time-displaced samurai, as he battles through familiar foes and landscapes. The game excels in emulating the gritty feel of the cartoon, providing an engaging experience that balances nostalgia with solid gameplay mechanics. The combat system is where you'll find most of the fun, allowing Jack to juggle enemies and execute satisfying combos with an array of weapons, including swords, spears, and even guns. Each weapon offers unique attributes, adding variety to your approach in combat. The special abilities tied to these weapons create an exciting dynamic, especially when you build your skill set through combat encounters. While the platforming elements may feel lackluster, the enemy design and encounter variety keep the gameplay interesting enough over the 6-hour campaign. You will appreciate the leveling system, which enhances your abilities and offers new combat skills that add depth to battles. Visually, Battle Through Time captures the show's iconic style reasonably well, though it may not entirely meet your high expectations. The sound design is a mixed bag. While the music feels repetitive, the returning voice actors breathe life into the game. Samurai Jack Battle Through Time is a nostalgic journey that successfully honors its source material. If you're a fan of the series, it is definitely worth your time. At number 2 we have Rain World, a cryptic and unforgiving survival platformer featuring a cat that is also a slug. Set in a post-apocalyptic world, the game stands out as one of the most challenging and isolating experiences you'll encounter. As the slug cat protagonist, you navigate a harsh environment filled with roaming monstrosities that threaten your survival. The game combines platforming and survival mechanics, defying easy categorization of the game. You must consume bats to sustain yourself and hibernate, but finding hibernation chambers is a challenge. Each hibernation cycle advances the in-game seasons, making survival increasingly difficult. Rain World's relentless rain poses a constant threat, and each life cycle is timed, adding pressure to reach a meaningful destination in time. The game offers minimal exposition, leaving you to navigate with limited guidance from a cryptic yellow ghost. The early hours can frustrate players due to the slug cat's cumbersome movement and challenging traversal. However, as you adapt to the intended disempowerment, the design choices feel thematically appropriate. Rain World gradually captivates with its intricate survival mechanics and haunting landscapes. It demands patience, adaptation, and smart decision-making. The unpredictable enemies and ever-present rain creates moments of unfairness, but overcoming challenges is immensely satisfying. While it may not appeal to all players, Rain World offers a unique and unforgettable experience for those willing to invest time and patience. Its remote corners hold remarkable surprises, making it a game that few will forget. At number 3 we have Rain World Downpour DLC. This is a DLC of Rain World, and it is a fascinating and underrated DLC that immerses you in a dystopian world. The DLC adds new characters and biomes, enhancing the game's opaque and challenging nature. It takes time to understand its mechanics, making it a time-consuming endeavor. Rain World is a survival action game. The game features adorable slug cats, furry mammals navigating a post-apocalyptic urban environment. The DLC Downpour expands on the game's themes and challenges. It delves into the struggles of the slug cats, forcing you to navigate through relentless hostility and obscurity. Unlike other games like Stray, which provide clear direction and familiar controls, Rain World Downpour keeps you in the dark. The game withholds vital information, leaving you to discover the nuances and the powers of new characters through trial and error. The world is unforgiving, and survival depends on paying attention to your surroundings and anticipating danger. Rain World Downpour captures the helplessness of animals trapped in an environmental catastrophe. The game's impenetrability adds to its absorbing nature. While it can be frustrating, the sense of accomplishment when reaching a new shelter is rewarding. Despite its challenges, Rain World remains a fascinating and enigmatic gaming experience. With the release of Downpour, Rain World cements itself as a fearsome and unpredictable beast in a gaming world. It embraces its opacity and hostility, creating an immersive and captivating experience that will leave you intrigued and fascinated. At number 4 we have Death's Gambit Afterlife, a remarkable expansion of the original game, offering an intensely challenging yet rewarding gaming experience. As you venture through the dark and perilous world of Cyrodiil, you'll embody Soren, a soldier bound by a contract with death. This contract grants you immortality, but it also forces you to face formidable immortals and their hordes to reach the coveted source of immortality, aiming to restore balance between the living and the dead. The game's core lies in its challenging action RPG gameplay, characterized by its punishing difficulty akin to Souls-like titles. As Soren, you'll choose your class and gradually develop your character's abilities, enhancing attributes like intelligence and haste to tailor your fighting style. Death's Gambit Afterlife successfully combines Metroidvania elements with platforming sequences, and diverse abilities that Soren acquires through defeating bosses. The platforming aspects are engaging, and new abilities grant access to previously unreachable areas, adding depth to exploration. Dying is a fundamental aspect of the game, but it's far from punitive. In fact, it contributes to your character's growth, as each death makes Soren stronger through the accumulation of essence. The game's challenging foes include memorable boss battles, each requiring distinct strategies. While some fights can be frustrating, the satisfaction of overcoming them is unparalleled. The narrative explores themes of death and immortality, interweaving dark and humorous elements. The voice acting, particularly Matt Mercer's portrayal of death, is outstanding, bringing the characters to life. The stunning visual design complements the game's dark fantasy setting, with intricate details and diverse aesthetics across the map. Despite a few minor drawbacks, Death's Gambit Afterlife shines as a compelling and challenging action RPG with Metroidvania elements. If you've already experienced the original game, this expansion is a must-try. The high level of challenge may deter some players, but for those seeking a rewarding and immersive gaming experience, Death's Gambit Afterlife is a captivating choice. At number 8 we have Death's Gambit Afterlife Ashes of Vados DLC. If you're eager to extend your journey in Death's Gambit Afterlife, the Ashes of Vados DLC is a must-have addition. This expansion injects new life into the game with fresh challenges, modes, and rewards, all designed to immerse you into its mesmerizing world. The DLC introduces compelling new boss fights, notably against a formidable Ash, whose defeat unlocks a new heroic version of the encounter against the Eldritch Hand. These battles not only test your skills, but also enrich the game's lore, deepening the overall storytelling experience. Prepare yourself for the grueling platforming challenge presented by the Halls of Cruelty. This new level adds an extra layer of depth to the gameplay, rewarding those willing to master its intricacies with a sense of accomplishment. For those craving relentless combat, the DLC offers the Combat Arena mode, where you can test your endurance against wave after wave of enemies. Additionally, the Boss Rush mode pits you against all of the game's bosses back to back, providing a thrilling challenge for seasoned adventurers. The DLC introduces new game modes like randomized items, heroic forced, madness mode, and think mode, catering to diverse playstyles. Completing various challenges grants access to all new items, enhancing your progression through Death's Gambit Afterlife. While some players have voiced concerns about the limited story content, the majority praise the additional challenges and modes introduced by Ashes of Vados. This DLC offers a substantial expansion to the base game, providing hours of engaging gameplay. Death's Gambit Afterlife, Ashes of Vados, enriches the gaming experience with its captivating world and diverse challenges. At number 4 we have Duck Game, a hilarious and chaotic multiplayer party game where up to 4 players battle it out as ducks in fast-paced one-hit kill rounds. You can wear ridiculous hats and use a variety of strange and unpredictable weapons in each match. The game has a retro-pixelated look and takes place in a weird dystopian future where ducks rule the land. The core of Duck Game lies in its absurdity. Whether it's a shotgun that requires manual cocking or a dart gun that pushes players off the stage, each weapon feels unique and often leads to accidental victories. The game's unwieldy controls and zany mechanics add to the comedic chaos, making each round both disorienting and laugh-out-loud funny. While the gameplay itself is engaging, much of the entertainment comes from the randomness and confusion. You and your friends will likely win rounds by accident as you figure out each weapon's quirks. The lack of a comprehensive tutorial means you will learn through trial and error, which only adds to the fun. Though Duck Game is not the most polished or deep multiplayer experience, its combination of fast action, absurd humor, and quirky mechanics makes it stand out as a party game. You may not always know what's happening, but that's part of the charm, and let's face it, you can a feature no other game offers. At number 7 we have Jazzpunk Director's Cut, a first-person adventure that leans into absurdity and unpredictability, offering a bizarre experience filled with quirky humor and unpredictable gameplay. You play as Polytron, a secret agent working for a questionable organization, and the narrative is not meant to be taken seriously. Rather, it is just a backdrop for the game's non-stop parade of jokes and randomness. The game's charm lies in its eccentricity, from parodies of pop culture classics like GoldenEye 007 and Power Rangers, to wacky minigames where a Claire flies from a vase shop or hack government computers. Every moment is a surprise. NPCs offer ridiculous context-free dialogue, like, "The human mouth is a tapestry of horrors," that keeps you laughing throughout the experience. Visually, Jazzpunk features a colourful psychedelic art style that enhances the chaotic nature of the gameplay. Its quirky visual filters, like the old VHS tape effect, keep things fresh and entertaining. While the lack of a traditional tutorial or objective markers might cause some frustration, it encourages exploration, revealing hidden secrets and Easter eggs. While there are a few minor technical flaws, like the absence of subtitles or occasional vagueness in objectives, the overall experience remains smooth and glitch-free. The variety of gameplay scenarios, coupled with its offbeat humor, makes Jazzpunk Director's Cut a 2-hour wild ride that never slows down. If you enjoy unique, weird, and humorous games, Jazzpunk delivers an unforgettable experience. At number 8 we have Battle Chef Brigade Deluxe, an imaginative blend of action RPG, puzzle solving, and cooking competitions that creates a unique gaming experience. You play as Mina Han, a young chef aiming to join the prestigious Battle Chef Brigade. In this quirky world, hunting monsters and cooking gourmet meals are equally important. The game's charming story is complemented by lovable characters, such as Thrash the Orc, who has his own heartwarming subplot. The cast adds depth to the game's universe, making every interaction memorable. Gameplay is split into 2 main activities, side-scrolling combat and match 3 cooking puzzles. You gather ingredients by hunting mythical creatures, then use those ingredients in time-to-cook challenges. Combat is fluid, with smooth controls, though a bit clunky on the keyboard, so a controller is recommended. Cooking, on the other hand, is a satisfying puzzle mechanic that evolves as you progress, incorporating challenges like cracked or poisonous gems. One downside is the game's villain, who feels underdeveloped and fails to create much tension. However, the story of Mina's quest to join the Brigade is engaging enough to hold your interest. Minigames and replayable modes, including competitive cook-offs, add replay value once the main story ends. The hand-drawn art and vibrant animations are stunning, and the soundtrack fits perfectly with the game's whimsical tone. Battle Chef Brigade Deluxe is a delightful, quirky title that offers a fresh twist on RPGs, and it is perfect if you love cooking, combat, and creativity. At number 9 we have Pool Panic, the world's most chaotic and surreal pool simulator, blending the fundamentals of pool with unexpected, wacky challenges. As a sentient cue ball, you'll navigate a colorful animated world where each level offers a quirky twist on a traditional game of pool. You start by aiming to sink balls into pockets, but instead of a predictable table setup, Pool Panic throws you into bizarre environments. Think forests, fairgrounds, and trash dumps. The creativity does not stop there, as the game constantly changes the rules with obstacles, sentient balls, and even other sports like mini golf and air hockey. You'll find the controls intuitive, with simple mechanics for moving, aiming, and shooting your cue ball. However, the game shines in its variety and challenging puzzles. Each level tasks you with completing goals like sinking all balls, achieving a specific time, or avoiding death. Yes, you can indeed pot yourself. Despite its humor and lighthearted art style, Pool Panic offers some complex puzzles that will test your out-of-the-box thinking. You will likely find yourself returning to levels to conquer each of the 4 challenges they present, which adds to the replay value. With its Cartoon Network-esque visuals, unpredictable gameplay, and a playful atmosphere, Pool Panic manages to be both a puzzle game and a pool game in the most unconventional way possible. It is a wild ride for anyone who enjoys unique challenges and a touch of the absurd. And that's all for this bundle. This bundle is a steal, especially with Samurai Jack included. It has rarely been on sale and was almost delisted. Plus, you get gems like Duck Game and Jazzpunk, making it a solid deal at every tier. Whether you're into quirky indie games or just after some nostalgia, this is one of those rare times where you can snag them all for cheap. If you've had your eye on any of these titles, now is definitely the best time to grab them. In any case, I hope you enjoyed today's video, and if this video was helpful, feel free to leave a like and subscribe. From the bottom of my heart, thank you for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next video.